Deep in the heart of Europe, amidst the towering snowy peaks of the Alps, lies a solitude so endless that it feels eternal. But beneath this serene beauty hides one of the darkest and most hair-raising secrets in human history. This isn't just a ghost story, a monster fable, or a true crime tale. It's all of them rolled into one nightmare you won't believe was real. Welcome, dear viewer, to the Nightside Archive. Buckle up. This is the chilling story of the screams beneath the Alps. Our tale begins in the early 1900s, when workers from all parts of the world were called to one of the most ambitious engineering projects Europe had ever seen, the construction of the Simplon Tunnel. At 12.5 miles in length, this tunnel would be a marvel, linking the Swiss Alps to Italy. Thousands of men toiled night and day, carving through solid rock. And while this was a triumph of human ingenuity, it became a horror story that has never fully been told. The first warning came early. A young Italian worker named Marco, known for his unshakable faith and easy smile, disappeared. His absence was noticed only because his peers remembered the eerie words he uttered the night before. "Something in these walls watches us. It follows me when I am alone." Initially dismissed, Marco's disappearance took a sinister turn when workers discovered his tools neatly arranged as if by unseen hands, deep within a shaft where no human should have reached. The search for Marco yielded nothing but chilling silence in the endless, echoing tunnel. It was a silence that haunted everyone who entered. As the project continued, workers began reporting a growing number of inexplicable events. Shadows loomed longer than they should. The steady rhythm of pickaxes was sometimes interrupted by muffled, blood-curdling screams from within the very rock. They would stop, silence filling the void, only for the screams to start again. Screams that many swore didn't belong to any man. And then the accidents began. One after another, seemingly able-bodied and seasoned workers succumbed to the most bizarre of tragedies. Loose rocks fell from stable ceilings. Machines malfunctioned without apparent reason, ripping through the workers as if possessed. One survivor recalled a peculiar incident in which a worker started clawing at the ground, yelling, "We've disturbed them. Leave the dead to sleep. They are not ours to awaken." He died the next morning, apparently clawed by something much larger than a man. Yet no animal tracks or evidence were found. The tunnel earned a reputation. Those who could afford to leave did. Those who couldn't stayed, their shadows becoming more gaunt and their minds tightly gripped by fear. But if you assumed that the horror ended when the tunnel was completed, you'd be very, very wrong. With the first trains rolling through, the strange phenomena began to extend beyond those rugged workers. In the years following, conductors and passengers alike reported unsettling encounters while moving through the darkened passage. Drivers swore the train lights flickered, even in the modernized sections. A chilling specter was often seen by passengers. An unkempt man in 1900s construction gear, soaked, screaming silently, and always fading into darkness just as chaos broke loose aboard. In 1930, one of the worst incidents occurred. A passenger train heading south entered the Simplon Tunnel. Routine, nothing unusual. But 10 minutes in, the train derailed, throwing compartments up like toys. What followed were accounts so strange, they sound fictional. Surviving passengers recalled a pall of mist that flowed in from nowhere, chilling their skin. Amidst the screams and confusion, several survivors later reported a voice in the thick mist saying just one word: leave. If you're skeptical, here's where it gets even stranger. Despite the severe derailment and mist, No external evidence registered for what caused the crash. Not equipment failure, nor sabotage. By then, people had begun to whisper that whatever had haunted those tunnels during construction had lingered, perhaps emboldened by the human blood shed in its domain. Was it an ancient curse disturbed by machinery? Were the tunnels built over something never meant to be discovered by us mere mortals? There's a curious and little discussed fact. The location of the Simplon Tunnel overlays centuries-old burial sites used by a mysterious people who once worshipped strange mountain gods. As you might expect, these are the gods whose images are found etched in unsettlingly intricate detail in the caves surrounding the region. To this day, they defy scientific explanation due to their age and precision. Fast forward to recent years, legend, or perhaps fact, suggests that paranormal investigators who ventured deep into certain shafts of the Simplon Tunnel never returned the same. An unnerving study in the late 2000s revealed traces of human tissue embedded in areas of solid stone. It didn't match any workers previously recorded within the site's history. Adding further confusion, light and sound equipment experienced strange disturbances exactly where those age-old etchings of the mountain gods lie. One investigator even confessed publicly before disappearing completely. His cryptic last words, captured on a shaky handheld camera, were, "They guard what they are told. They can cross anything, even time." Is it just a coincidence that the railway still experiences one of the highest staff turnover rates for engineers in the region? Or are whispers of nightmarish figures treading the tunnel's darkest recesses more than just rumors? Rail records show countless reports of unexplained, mysterious stoppages inside the Simplon Tunnel. Yet repeated inspections reveal safe distances, normal conditions, without damage. Coincidence, or highly inconvenient evidence? And now, if you are thinking of visiting this hauntingly beautiful region with no supernatural agenda in mind, perhaps to hike, take pictures, or enjoy the crisp air, beware. The folklore extends to the land above the tunnel as well. Villagers phone in mysterious missing hikers every year, only for search parties to discover their belongings strewn along paths leading to hidden shafts. Here's the kicker, though. Some shafts, despite following detailed maps, didn't seem to exist anymore when searched. It's as if the Alps swallowed them whole. Legends of curses, angry deities, and restless spirits clash with evidence of human greed, hubris, and tragedy. But whatever explanation you choose, remember this: some truths are more terrifying than anything fiction could conjure. The Simplon Tunnel and its surrounding land tell a story, one begging to stay buried under snow and stone, but clawing its way to the surface every time humanity tries to dig too deep. The screams beneath the Alps may or may not be explained one day. Until then, heed this warning. If you hear screams or see shadows move unnaturally, never, ever look back. The mountains have a memory richer and deeper than any valley or lake. The Simplon Tunnel simply stands as a gateway, a horrifying reminder that not every journey was meant to be made. And so, Fright Club ends for today. What do you think guards the Alps from the depths of their own tunnels? Were the voices ancient spirits, trapped workers, or something darker? Let me know what keeps you up at night below.